Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Fancy Sip Review. Today on the Fancy Sip Review, I'm going to be trying the newest permanent drink made by Coca-Cola. The drink that I'm going to be reviewing today is going to be the Coca-Cola Orange Cream. And when it comes to these soda beverage companies, usually if people were to be asked what the most famous soda company is, they would probably say Coca-Cola, even though Pepsi-Cola sells products that might be more tasty, like the Mountain Dew beverage, like the Code Red and the Voltage. However, with the Coca-Cola company, there is one thing that I do have to say that I respect them for. When it comes to creating these permanent flavors, they do not release drinks that they do not stand by. Coca-Cola, in their 100 or 150 years of existing as a soda company, really only has two permanent flavors. They obviously have the cherry flavor, which came out in either the 70s or the 80s, and the vanilla flavor, which came out in like the 90s or 2000s. And even though they sometimes release their limited edition flavors, which aren't really much more than just combining vanilla with the cherry, they don't really come up with drinks that don't really taste that good, honestly. One thing I will say about the existence of this drink is it isn't really the most unique or surprising flavor idea they have. If you were to go to any fast food place in the country, if you go to a Wendy's or a McDonald's or a Burger King, they would have these soda freestyle machines. I'm pretty sure the Wendy's that I went to has a freestyle Coca-Cola machine that I've used, and I've had this orange cream flavor before that I made myself. Now, will the bottled version have a perfect ratio? Maybe they found out exactly how much people are pouring when they go to these fast food places, but I'm not sure. But I do have good hope for this drink, given that they don't really make many permanent flavors. One thing I will say with Coca-Cola, though, when it does come to their limited edition flavors, their creation series, those are absolutely terrible. Those are kind of like the G Fuels where they come out with them every week, hoping that collectors will buy them, and those secondhand soda retail places will try scamming people in a year selling the drinks. But that is everything that I have to say about Coca-Cola. I'm excited for this, even though I've had it with the freestyle machines. So let's give this a pour. Let's see if this drink is good. One other thing that I was going to do as the fancy sippers, I was going to wear a Otto the Orange like outfit, but I think I would just stick to the fancy sip design instead of going with the orange joke. So here we go. Let's get some ASMR for this video. People like the tingles, so the tingles of the carbonation might give me some views. So I'm going to have to copyright that sound in case any theater chains try stealing my exact pour sound effect for a commercial in the future. But this is what the drink looks like. It looks pretty much exactly like every other type of Coca-Cola. Essentially, all the color is coming from the caramel coloring. But before I drink this, what I should have done, which I forgot to do, is actually show off the bottle. But also, I should also give the nutrition facts. In this drink, you are getting 20 ounces of beverage, 55 milligrams of sodium, 2%, 65 grams of carbohydrates, 24%, 65 grams of sugar with an included 65 grams. You're getting 129% of your daily amount of sugar, 240 calories. The ingredients in this are carbonated water, high fructose corn syrup, less than 2% of caramel color, That's a weird amount. Natural flavor and phosphoric acid, also caffeine. There's 57 milligrams in this 20-ounce bottle. I will show off the bottle right now. So here it looks identical to all the other Coca-Cola products that exist. Well, like nowadays, they did a new rebranding of how their cherry and vanilla look, where it just has like a weird drop thing. This kind of shares the same color type profile. Here we have the nutrition facts, if you are interested in that for some unknown reason. So yeah, this is going to be a good beverage to sip on, hopefully. So here we go again. It is a caramel colored soda. Let's see how this is on the nose. It does have a bit of a orange citrusy, maybe a little bit of vanilla smell to it, which is surprising. I thought it would just smell a bit like a regular Coca-Cola with no difference. It does seem as if on the base notes of this, you are getting obviously your Coca-Cola smell. It does have a good combination of the vanilla as well as the orange. Maybe on the front end, you are getting the orange, and on the back end, you're getting a bit of that vanilla. It does have a good blend of smell, though. So let's see how this is on the mouthfeel of the review. Is this going to be in any way citrusy? Is this just going to taste like a cola with some hints of vanilla? Let's find out. On the mouthfeel, you are getting a lot of that caramel flavor, or caramel coloring, but it does have the caramel taste to it. You are also getting a lot of the vanilla. The orange is there. It does taste like a different type of vanilla, but the citrus really doesn't hit that hard. I'm going to try this one more time. On the second sip, I did pick up a bit more notes of the citrusy orange. It isn't like a Sprite type of a citrusy taste, obviously, is the main goal is to be a cola, but it does have a little bit of an orange taste to it, not like an orange soda. It honestly just tastes like a little bit more citrusy version of the vanilla Coca-Cola. When you were to drink it faster, you are getting a bit more of that orange taste to it, so it isn't a pure vanilla. What I will say with this beverage, if you were to savor it, is if you were to drink this like a fine wine and look for a complex taste, you will pick up a lot more of the vanilla taste. If you were to drink this quickly, because of the carbonation as well as the caramel taste, you're getting a lot more of that citrus taste. I think that's part of the carbonation. So if you're to drink it faster, again, you'll pick up on the orange more. If you drink this a bit slower, you'll pick up on the vanilla more. I'll say that this is a good alternative beverage to the other two Coca-Colas. If you were to want a more traditionally overbearingly sweet Coca-Cola, the cherry is going to be your best bet. If you were to want a more complex tasting Coca-Cola, the vanilla would be a good alternative. I don't really know if this flavor is justifiable on being its own permanent flavor. I don't know if Coca-Cola is a cheaper company where with the Pepsi company and their Mountain Dew, they're able to try more permanent ideas like the Pitch Black, which they pulled immediately, but their Baja Blast line is a permanent. And I think just spending a bit more money had them come up with a more creative taste. I don't think that the Coca-Cola company really puts enough money into their limited edition flavors to justify the difference of this and just another regular Coca-Cola. It doesn't have the staying power, especially since you can get a bit more of a sweeter taste if you were to go to the freestyle machines at your local, I don't know, McDonald's or Wendy's, whichever one carries it. But as a flavor, I think that this is definitely worth trying. It just doesn't have the staying power to the fancy sipper. So that is everything that I have to say in this video for the Coca-Cola orange cream. I think if I were to give this a number score, I would give this probably a 7.5. I think even though I love orange Julius's and like pretzels and stuff like that, I don't think that these soda companies are ever able to compare to a actual orange Julius and stuff like that. And this seems like something that they would have wanted in the 1980s and 1990s at malls, but I just don't think that it tastes like what you would want it to taste like. But that's everything that I have to say. Thank you so much for watching this video, and cheers. Clink.